Alright, so just got to the farm. Wanted to coordinate with Marty on drawings today, but he's busy with the health department project, so I'm going to let him do his thing, and that gives me a chance to get out here to the farm and get a few more passes in here on disking, and then I'm going to try and hook up that bed former and see if we can make some nice beds here. I think we're pretty close. We're down pretty deep into the soil, and I'm going to just get at it. I got to use my time as effective as possible. I was here till 12:30 last night doing stakeout, and I'll be here every day, all day, when I'm not working my other 15 jobs. Bed former on, and what a nice piece of equipment. Wow, it cuts beds nice, it cuts nice and deep. The teeth on this are nice and sharp, so they really cut soil nice, and I'm able to form beds and just really get down into soil quick and easy. I almost don't need the disc with the bed former. It's nice to be able to cut it up in advance a little bit. Check out the soil profile here. Look at all that aggregate. Look at all that nice crumb structure in that soil and all those root hairs in there. Man, this farm is going to be fire. Fire. You know we're not done. Come on, baby. Let's run it. What you got? Yeah, I'm a smoker. So what? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Well, just like running a machine in first gear, steadily making progress. It is really nice to have that bed former on. That thing cuts like a dream. And just give you a look at these beds quick after my final couple passes. Like I'm good with that. That's easily plantable, and you could even have a nice, thick, heavy, soft mound in the middle. Like, I might come back and put some of the figs in there because it would be real easy to dig them, the root stocks, out and put them wherever they're actually going to go finally later if I wanted. Obviously, I'd rather put them right in the original place I want them, but you know, if it'll be figs. But it's nice to have some soil open that we can plant if we need to, because we're getting late here. It's June 4th. That worked real nice. Real nice. So when you absolutely need to get the job done and get some nice soils cut up and ready for planting, who are you going to call? The Pharmacy Seeds Network. Hey, keep your friends close. Make your farmers closer. No, it looks fake, right? It looks fake. But I assure you, it's as real as I can feel. It's actually real. It's all real. You can do it too. Go live your dream, man. Holy cow, it's fun. Lab for you before I go back to the farm for round 3 for today. Just finished my conference on engineering job. Gotta take some ginger up. We got a nice spot to stick some ginger in the ground. You might as well throw it in. I showed you the clip in the lab. I filled all 3 watering cans and brought them along. Try not to splash them too bad on the way in. I haven't graded that road yet. It's a little bumpy. I got a bunch of ginger to plant. I brought the turmeric starts along. Those are just starting to pop. I started them late this year. And I got a whole bunch of volunteer holy basil on top of this crate. So I figured it's been out in the sun for 4 or 5 days to acclimatize. It's time to go in the ground. So I figure I'll stick that in too. We don't have any fencing or any kind of infrastructure up for that yet. This year's been sort of not advancing as fast as we would hope. But that's okay given all the new upgrades. Like, I mean, we just started this whole project, just got hardware online, and we're already cutting soil and putting plants in. So really at the end of the day, we're ahead of the game from where most people would be should they try this first year out. I attribute most of that success to experience, resilience, and being dog tired and working day and night tirelessly. All right, I'm getting some planting done, and that is going to feel good. It's nice to be on the farm. Cheers. I promised I would follow up on the ginger propagation thing. If you recall, a couple of months ago, I bought about 25 pounds of ginger root at Adams Ferrica Farms, and I stuck it down in the bin with a bunch of Kiss Organics mixed soil, and I've been foliar feeding and watering on and off to get it to sprout and propagate. And it has sprouted all over the place like crazy, as you can see in the crate, and now I'm breaking that block up, and we're getting all sorts of sprout plants out of it and root pieces out of it to propagate from. So I just wanted to follow up on that, and like I told you in the previous video, these will break right off of here, and now you have a whole plant, ginger plant, established without the ginger root on it. I hope you can see that okay on camera, or very little ginger root on it. And that'll go in. That's a whole new ginger plant, just like these are that are planted here in the ground. You can see I've been planting along. for a ways, because it's time to get some ginger in the ground. There's some rhizomes in here too that you can't see there, where I broke off the rhizome and the plant from each other. So you can throw the plant in like that, and then that rhizome that's left is another plant basically. And over the summer, you wait another couple weeks, once you get in the ground like that, this rhizome will keep sprouting out like that, and you can keep breaking these off and propagating from them. So it actually gives you multiple propagation opportunities from one rhizome. All right, I just wanted to point that out while I was in here propagating away. It's 12:30 in the morning, and I love farming. Cheers. There we go, all the ginger's in. I know it's nighttime, I'll get better shots tomorrow, but I'm just gonna pace off quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 paces. So 60 foot of double planted ginger row in. I disked and cut the soil, pretty much just basically cut it up with a bed former today and just transplant these in tonight, just like that. Bang. It is so easy now, not to have to go out with a tiller and get beat up by it. So ginger's in, and on to turmeric and holy basil. Rock and roll. I know you'll be asking about the turmeric, so I'll just show you and tell you quick here too. Same thing, you can see some of these are sprouting. It's just like the ginger in management. Just like the ginger in management. Same thing, rhizomes, you pop them apart, they grow out into individual plants. You can take a whole bunch of them, stick them in a bin, keep it kind of moist, let it dry out and moisten, cycle that basically in fairly warm temps, 75, 80. They pop and sprout like this, and you can take and break them out of that sprout zone and plant them in individual roots, and they'll grow into these huge beautiful plants, and they'll even get these big beautiful flowers if you know how to take care of them nutritionally. They both like very rich soils here in the northern hemisphere, lots and lots of sunlight. In the southern hemisphere near the equator, you want them in a more protected area. It'd be a sub-canopy kind of thing, be under a tree cover. But because our light is not intense here in the northern hemisphere, we need to make up for the fact that it's not as intense. And we can go right out in open daylight here, and they do well. So just a few tips: ginger and turmeric. You can grow it in the northern hemisphere, you just have to know how to manage it. Like any other crop, manage it right, it's a win. So I'll give you a close-up example here with this rhizome here. This one is like, it was all clumped together, right? Like this was just harvested out of the planter last year. And I just let it dry and sit in the bin and try to keep it as cool and dark as possible over the winter. And now I put it back in, it's had a couple weeks to sprout, and I can just go through and break those fingers off, and each of those fingers gives me a new plant. And I probably wouldn't go much more than that. You don't want to, depreciate down too much. You want a good enough root rhizome as a seed stock for that plant to throw out a root and a leaf and get started in the photosynthetic process again. So you saw the ginger row there coming to here. From the black spot here on down to the end of the row is turmeric, double row as well. Also from a single crate, the green crate here. And that turmeric is not turmeric that I bought. That's all turmeric that I have propagated since like 2014 or 15, something like that. And I've grown it out in planters every year, saved it over, put it back out, and now I have this awesome seed stock, and I get to put some out. And I even shared some with my mom's friend. So, yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so holy basil, 50 plus, I'd say. About half a row right in the front edge, with the expectation that they'll kind of fill this out a little bit, and then they'll flower. They'll be for honeybees. They'll be for flavor. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it's a good way to propagate some seed, and good place to stick them for now where they're out of the way and helpful. All right, it's probably close to 2 a.m. So I'm gonna go get some. All right, but the headlights on. I'm gonna pass on the way out. I know it's not the best view. But wish you can get a view. So I can get back up here and plant more, get more video. And it wraps right on around. Yep. I'm out.